You're watching your local news leader. This is The Morning Show on WCIA 3 News.
Thanks for joining us this Saturday morning. I'm Jamie Mays. Here's a look at today's top stories. The governor is now allowing regions to reopen restaurants if they make it to the Tier 1 level of his plan. The bad news, that's still a ways away for parts of the state. Regions 1, 2, and 5 move to Tier 2. To drop to Tier 1 mitigations, a region needs a sub 8% positivity rate for 3 days straight. The region needs to stay above 20% ICU bed capacity, and it needs to limit new hospitalizations.
Clearly, some progress has been made to combat this virus across our regions. But I want to stress that it's incredibly important for Illinoisans to not let their guard down.
If a region reaches Tier 1 and reopens indoor dining, it will only be allowed to be at 25%. That can be expanded to 50% if the region exits Tier 1 as well. And both Regions 3 and 6 remain in Tier 3. Region 3 is at 6.5% positivity, but it is under 20% ICU bed capacity. Public health officials in Region 6 say they're encouraged by the recent decrease in the region's positivity rate. Champaign County's positivity rate, excluding saliva tests from the U of I, is 6.6%. However, the positivity rate for the entire region, also excluding saliva tests, is 7.9%. Health officials say if people continue to follow state guidelines for the next few weeks, Region 6 will meet the criteria to reopen for indoor dining with capacity limits. The Macon County Board voted to allow indoor dining without the risk of being closed. But Decatur city leaders say businesses should still be careful. The board passed an ordinance to limit the health department's ability to enforce state guidelines. But the city says the state's rules are still in effect, whether or not a local government chooses to enforce them. The city will continue to enforce its ordinances.
It is 8:03. We've seen some light snow showers here in Champaign. A look at our Neal Street camera outside the studio. Roads are wet. A few slick spots if you're in the snow band. But the snowplows have been doing a good job of getting some salt down in the roads on the main streets. Side streets still will be a little slippery out there this morning, we think, as some light snow showers continue to push on through. If they're a little more moderate intensity, it's out to the west from, say, Bloomington to Lincoln down to Springfield and points to the south. But overall, this is not quite an event like we saw with those snow squalls yesterday. Temperatures are very close to freezing this morning. 31 in Champaign, 32 in Decatur, Mattoon at 31. That means roads overall expected to be okay. Unless snow is falling, it'll melt fairly quickly, we think, in most spots as temperatures hold here. In fact, climb just a little bit. We're thinking low to middle 30s for highs today. We get some snow showers this morning, a little bit of break, perhaps some snow showers into the afternoon and evening hours. On and off through the day is what we're anticipating in parts of central Illinois. A look at temperatures right now, 35 for the day. This is our highs, 35 in Paxton and in Champaign. We'll get up to 35 in Taylorville and in Springfield, 34 in Vandalia. How about a high today of 37 in Paris and 35 in Charleston? Quick check at Future Track shows these snow showers moving on through, on and off, scattered throughout the day. And there may be a little rain, or it may end up just being some wet snowflakes mixed on in there. Into tonight and tomorrow, more snow is on the way. We'll talk more about how much accumulation we think we'll end up with. A look at roads right now, and we'll take a look at your 7-day forecast coming up later on in the show. Jamie?
Thanks, Jacob. Champaign County Animal Control is making changes after a dog was put down by mistake in December. The dog's owner was planning to pick up the pit bull, but found out it had been euthanized. Now the Director of Animal Control has released plans for improvements. They include more attention to the description of animals that are impounded, more signs to indicate what an animal's status is, and better communication between the front desk and kennel staff. People in central Illinois have mixed feelings about Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger voting to impeach President Donald Trump. WCIA 3's Bryce Bement has more.
Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger was one of just 10 House Republicans to vote yes to impeach President Donald Trump. The impeachment came after riots at the U.S. Capitol.
Not only has the president abdicated his duty to protect the American people and the people's house, he invoked and inflamed passions that only gave fuel to the insurrection that we saw here.
After the vote, Kinzinger released a statement saying, quote, "This is not a vote I took lightly, but a vote I took confidently." He went on to say that it is sobering, but he is at peace with his decision. But are the people he represents at peace with it? We headed out to Gibson City, part of Kinzinger's district, to hear what they had to say. Some agreed with him, like a very spoken.
We already battling like race issues, and he just like put fuel on the fire that was already burning. So
he went on to say he was not surprised some Republicans voted to impeach.
He's done a lot of disrespectful things and got a lot of people's feathers ruffled.
But the majority of people I spoke with disagreed, including Stephen Ebling. He believes what Kinzinger did was wrong.
I didn't like it, and I don't stand for it.
But his problem isn't just with Kinzinger. It's also with other Republicans who didn't stand by the president.
You've got people who are just never Trumpers, and they're in the Republican Party.
The impeachment trial now heads to the Senate, who are on recess until January 19th. Two-thirds majority would have to vote yes to find President Trump guilty. And halftime shows are looking much different this year. How some performers found a new, unique way to adapt to the changes. Up next.
WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Casey's General Stores.
For over 65 years, Blaine's Farm and Fleet has been the place to find quality tools at great prices. We're your hardware headquarters with everything you need to start and finish this year's DIY projects. Like $60 off this DeWalt drill driver kit, just $99. This Bucket Boss suspension rig, $44.99. Plus, don't miss our tool trade-in event. Bring in old power or hand tools and get exclusive trade-in savings on select new tools.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Want the best new looks in flooring?
At the lowest prices?
4 days to save at Carpet Weavers. Buy 1 square foot of waterproof flooring, hardwood or tile, and get the second foot half off, including our Shaw Floors collection. Buy any furniture or accessories, get the second piece half off. Plus, get free labor on every carpet. Don't miss our in-stock furniture floor model sale for huge discounts and fast delivery. Free financing, too.
Now through Monday, if you shop anywhere, come to us.
Carpet Weavers. We're flooring people.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Welcome to Tampa, where a big game tailgate isn't complete without the delicious Cuban sandwich invented by cigar workers. Enjoy roasted pork, ham, salami, Swiss cheese, mustard, and even pickles. Served either cold or hot pressed on Cuban bread. This Tampa favorite is even served inside the stadium.
This big game fact is brought to you by Marvin Keller Trucking. Looking for a job? Check out the new WCIA 3 job board. Get matched to great opportunities based on your resume. Apply in one click. Plus, get alerts, notifications, and new postings and salary information all in one place. Go to WCIA.com and find your next job. Forecast first from WCIA 3, sponsored by Mattes Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
This year, the College Football National Championship had one unique halftime show. There was no live performance. Instead, a virtual marching band took over the big screen at Hard Rock Stadium. Among them were a few performers close to home. CI Living's Aaron Valley has the story.
It's a performance like you've never seen before. 1,500 performers from 200 bands in 45 states and Puerto Rico joining together to perform a Beyonce song. And you better believe some members of the Marching Illini took part. Joining us now is Marching Illini Director Barry Hauser and a few of his students. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me via Zoom. I watched the video and I was just blown away. I could not believe the production of this entire thing. And Barry, I heard you're part of the creative team for this. So tell me a little bit about what went into it. That must have been an unbelievable amount of work.
Yeah, well, you know, like so many things in this very abnormal time, we were trying to find something that we could do to highlight our students, number one, and also make sure that college bands throughout the country would still be seen or heard. So the fact that that came to fruition and that this actual video played in Hard Rock Stadium down in Miami for this college football championship was icing on the cake. But, you know, in looking at all of this, it was one of those things we wanted to provide unity for all of our students.
Absolutely. I always say, like, music and food are the great unifiers of this world. So definitely nice to see that play out. Julia, tell me about what went into the video process of it, because it's like individual little videos of one person at a time. You think about 1,500. How did you film this?
So personally, because I'm the featured twirler, mine was very individualistic. So I had another marching Illini member come out with me to the football field. I had learned a little routine for the beginning and the ending of the show. But everything was filmed at Memorial Stadium, and honestly, it was a pretty quick process, but it was so nice to finally be a part of the Marching Illini since this is my first season with them.
I'm an alto saxophonist, and this was actually my senior season. So sort of like in contrast to Julia, like what a wonderful last hurrah. I know I was joking with some of my friends in the band that, oh, fitting, like, you know, with Illinois football, this is the only way we get to the college football playoffs. But, you know, it was such a blast.
Ashley, how did it feel to just be able to do this with other schools? You know, you put your allegiance aside and you just play together. Tell me about that.
It was really exciting. I loved yesterday. I went through the Instagram and I scrolled through all the other schools that were participating, and it was really fun to just see all the other dancers and all the other trumpet players and everyone who was involved.
Just so great to see. Is there a way people can check out the full-length video if anyone's interested?
Absolutely, and you know, I can share that link with you, but if you just do a search for Intercollegiate Marching Band, the YouTube channel link will pop up. It's all over social media, not to promote the Marching Illini, but we'll go ahead and take advantage to do that. Go to any of our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and those performances are going to be there as well.
Okay, guys, we'll take care. Thank you so much. We will link you to those videos and the Marching Illini online at CILiving.tv.
It is 8:13. We've got some light snow falling across a good chunk of central Illinois. Look in Pontiac right now. Some nice snow. Nice winter wonderland. That's what today brings for us. Good fluffy snow out there. Some of these light snow showers will continue to push throughout the day today, on and off. And we'll see some light snow continue here through Vermilion and Edgar counties this morning, even into parts of Champaign County, scattered in nature. Maybe a heavier band trying to set up here from McLean down to Clinton and off towards Argenta, Oriana. We'll watch it closely. Nothing expected as far as big impacts today, but nice snow showers are causing some concerns in road conditions. Here we go right now. This is a look from IDOT. You see the colors in the counties ranging from some partly to mostly snow and ice covered. Mainly it's snow here. So we've got some slushy roads out there. Through the weekend, we'll likely see some roads have some impacts here. That's because some of these snow showers are on the table for us. Will be temperatures into the 30s out there with snow showers on and off into Saturday and Sunday. As far as the road conditions go, some slick spots are likely, especially on those less traveled roadways. Overall, I think the interstates will be fine. Your major highways, some of those side streets and rural roads, though, where the plows don't get on through as often, may get a little bit of sticking snow in some slick spots. Here's how much snow we expect this weekend. This goes through Sunday night. We think we'll get a band of 1 to 2 inches overall here. We may struggle with some melting, with surface temperatures climbing above freezing today. But that 1 to 2 inch range seems to be a good solid amount. Some spots already getting ½ inch to an inch this morning. Jamie, as far as it goes with the snow, we'll see some today. We'll see some tonight and tomorrow, but we're not done yet. We think as we go into next week, there may be the chance for even more at times, Monday, Tuesday, into even Wednesday and Thursday. Not a full, 6-day marathon of snow, but some batches here and there.
Oh, I don't know.
You clearly not a fan of the snow. That was the reaction of the day right there. I think there's a lot of kids at home, though, watching and are loving the snow and asking for a whole lot more.
Yeah, I saw a lot of fun videos on Facebook of people out and enjoying the snow. So that's always nice to see, and it's nice to look at. I appreciate what it looks like.
When I came here, I walked in and checked into the newsroom here. I was like, oh, it's snowing outside. And you get here, what time, like 3, 4 a.m.?
I got here pretty early today, yeah.
Yeah. For us, I walk in about an hour before the show and get things done. I mean, I was like, oh, it's snowing. And you were like, it is?
It wasn't snowing when I left.
No, it wasn't. We'll see these snow showers on and off through the day. We'll tell you more about that and have a look at the 7-day forecast coming up at 8:23.
Thanks, Jacob. A new sports complex is just a few months away from opening. We'll let you know how it's coming together. Up next.
This portion of WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Tatman's Collision.
The X-Ride by Octane is the perfect piece for a complete body workout. The new SmartLink console connects to your iPad and tracks the workout to provide the feedback